Okay, for our last example, it will be a bit different. Uh, we will add an existing indicator to our uh, newly created indicator. So you can see we have our uh, new indicators or the script of our new indicator here, and we will need to add, or if we want to add new indicator that is existing, we can uh, click at indicators above and search for indicator that we want. So we can add pivot point standard. See, uh, add to our chart different pivot lines. If we want to add this indicator to our script, we can go for we can hover to the indicator and go for the source code. We click the source code, uh, it will show us scripts, the script or the lines that the indicator have. So we can go for Control A and copy. Open our indicator, which is a day trading indicator. Then we can add those lines in our indicator. So we can just comment pivot standard, and we can paste it. After we paste the commands, we can go to the top, and we need to remove. At first, we can copy. As you can see, there are some other parameters that we need to add. So from maximum lines count and maximum labels count, we can copy it and put it in our indicator. Then we can remove it. Yan. So that's it. We can save it. It will take some time compiling. Hmm. And and its save will be a bit messy. But we need to remove the pivot that we added earlier. As you can see, the pivot is still here, and uh, we can also hide our indicator. Yep, you can see there's our hide and shown. We will need to edit uh, some value in the pivot standard so that the default setting is what we wanted. First of all, I want the pivot. Okay, I can first give you a glimpse of the setting. So you can see our setting is for the MA is above, and for the pivot is right here. So you can see the option for type, pivot time frame, and look back. then some labels, you can see, and the pivots. So I want to only have this line, excuse me, the P line. So as you can see, we can uncheck those. Yeah. Then I want it to be on daily and only 5 pivots back, and also want to remove the labels. So you can see these 5 lines are the pivot that we wanted. To permanently add, to permanently have this setting to our indicator, I can change the pivot time frame first to daily. Then I want the show labels to be false. You can copy it. Set the price as false. Well, then as you can see, uh, I want the this to false, 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 and false. So that's all. We don't need to understand the whole thing. Just want those uh checkbox set to false. Yep, I believe that's it. So if I save it, yep, can remove, then add again. Yep. So now we have, oh, forgot to change the look, the numbers of lines that, so I can, so for this one, S1 default value look back number of pivots back, so I want only 5, so I can save it. Yep. Then as you can see, only have 5 lines, pivot lines. You can also, if you check for the settings, you can see that this is not labeled or not organized right. So we can arrange it. First is can create groups. Groups. First is MA underscore group and moving average settings. And next one is pivot underscore group pivot settings. We can copy those. We'll only put it on the set on the inputs okay group this one, then we can copy space and paste. We're good for the MA settings. Next is for the pivot. For the pivot, we will add it here. Group settings, copy, paste, paste, and this one, paste. So for existing group labels, we can let it be. Or we can add pivot labels. Copy it, labels. It's better if we have added above so that will be more organized. So label group. Well, actually, I can just ah, okay, change my mind. Just only let it be label. Can save it. Yep. Then and go to the settings. Now it's better. Don't need to complicate things. Just this view is good for me. So for moving average settings, you can see and the pivot settings. So that's one of the ways you can add an indicator to your indicator. But you must also make sure that the indicator is open source or the source code is available to all. Yep, that will be all for the examples. Hope you learned something